Y'all already know what it is. So, as I talked about in the last game, I was thinking about not picking Trey. I was thinking about picking Trey Turner, but the reason why I thought about not picking Trey Turner because I had a feeling like when I do pick him, that he won't get a hit for some reason, right? And then I think I was looking at Bomb too, but he's on a 10-game hit streak, and Bryce Harper on a 10-game hit streak right now. But check out these numbers, right? So Cal Quantrill and then Aaron Nola, they both had not been pitching well this year, but and of course, not just looking at the raw number. I mean the raw ERA, but of course you can dig into the stats as well. But if you look at these matchup numbers, right? So the Phillies players versus like Cal Quantrill, right? So check these numbers out, right? So Trey Turner, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, and 11 at bats. You got Sorber, 3 home runs, 3 RBIs, and 19 at bats, but 182 batting average. I mean 158 batting average by Trey Turner, 455, right? And then Bader 3 for 3 with 1 home run, 3 RBIs, and these numbers, right? But now let's go to Aaron Nola, right? Ronald Acuna, right, who didn't come through for me yesterday because I told you I had a feeling he wasn't gonna get a hit, but I picked him anyway because he got a hit the day before against Alcantara. Even though I was thinking about picking him about Alcantara, but I thought it would be better with him going against the rookie Gusto yesterday. But he went 0 for 4. I mean, 0 for 1 yesterday with 4 walks and a hit by pitch, right? So I know I'm thinking like he's feeling real hitterish today, right? So this game doesn't start until what is 6:45, right? Eastern time. So he's feeling probably pretty hitterish since he didn't really get the opportunity to swing the bat too much yesterday, right? He probably fouled out. He did foul out some pitches that he probably should have hit, right? But after getting hit by a pitch, 4 walks, and then going 0 for 1, I know he wants to swing it back. He got 4 home runs, 9 RBIs, and 49 at bats, and 327 batting average, and 1084 OPS against Aaron Nola, right? Those are looking really good. So I'm thinking about picking, or at least was thinking about picking Ronald Acuna, right? And then you see Albies numbers, right? And 65 at bats. You see Harris numbers, all these guys' numbers, right? So I was thinking about picking them, right? But also, it was some games going on earlier today, right? With was it the Houston Astros versus the oh, let me go back to here, right? So even when picking, if I were to pick Ronald Acuna, right, the thing about it is I didn't know who else to pick with him, right? I was still trying to debate that, and it doesn't matter if I get right on a Ronald Acuna, right? I had to get right on that second pick because the season is coming to an end, so I had to pick two every single day. And so even if I get right on Ronald Acuna, like I was saying before, I think I picked Francisco Lindor, but then Bryson Stott didn't get a hit, so my streak ended. So I got to hit on right on both players. So, and it's not just getting right today. I had to be right tomorrow for the next day, and the next day after that. So I had to find like a actual strategy that I'm and stick to because there's so many different. I did have some strategies, but I didn't stick to them fully, and then I didn't have like a real definite like plan within that strategy as well, or a real decisive detailed strategy. Let's say within that plan. So yeah, so yeah, just thinking through that right now, and yeah, so let's go back. Let's see who I picked today. So um, today, like I said, it was games going on earlier, right? And so the games normally lock at the earliest time. So I was picking. I ended up picking. Actually, let me show you what I did. I picked Carlos Correa, right? Because going against Freeland, because Carlos Correa, I think he's been doing well against lefties this year. He's seen Freeland. I think he was like 2 for 4, something like that against Freeland. So not that many at bats, right? But let's see here. But he ended up going over 4 today, right? So you see my streak ended or it's continued, remained at 0, right? So that's 5 straight days going hitless, right? But these guys been having pitches to hit. I didn't pick out. I was mad that Alvarez wasn't in the lineup because that changes the lineup. Like Alvarez just came back from injury, but my goodness, man, we need these players in the lineup. Just like when John Carlo wasn't in the lineup the other day, that kind of infuriated me, right? So Altuve, he's been inconsistent. Like so, his first at bat, right? He gets a home run against Kyle Freeland, right, in his wheelhouse because he loves high fastballs, as I mentioned, right? But Altuve's play discipline and him swinging lately has been piss poor to say the least, right? So I'm like, I'm not even gonna pick him, man, right? But first pitch, he ended up hitting it right in his wheelhouse, ended up hitting a home run and coming through this time, right? And then I think I didn't even look at Christian Walker because I wasn't even sure how to really judge Christian Walker this year with his season and so forth. Let's see here, not just looking at the numbers, but trying to get a feel for a player's tendencies and so forth. And but yeah, I mean, he has decent numbers overall. So let me go back here. So Carlos Correa, first at bat, grounds out, right? Grounds out to, was it second baseman Tyler Friedman, taking the pitch that way. So first call strike. I'm not sure why he's not swinging the bat, right? Why he's not swinging the bat right here. First pitch, it's right in your wheelhouse. Swing the bat. He does love low pitches, but swing the bat, man. So then his second at bat, I was thinking about picking Pena as well, but I can't remember the reason why I didn't pick Pena. So second at bat, pop out, right? First pitch he swing, but he's swinging at that pitch though, right? Low and in, cutter, so it gets him to pop out, right? So then his third at bat, let's see here. What's his third at bat at? His third at bat, grounds out. Grounds up, ball right in the wheelhouse, right there. The low pitch that he like grounds out to the catcher. Hold on, Carlos grounds out catcher Braxton forward to first base. So he basically didn't hit. He hit it right in front of the catcher. So as you see that launch angle right there. So distance 2 feet, unacceptable. These pitches are right in your wheelhouse. And then the crazy thing is, I think Pena did the same exact thing and somehow got a hit. Jamie Pena singles on a ground ball to third baseman. Now you see -3 launch angle, -33 launch angle. Distance went 3 feet. So, but somehow he made it to first base, but Carlos Correa didn't, because I guess Carlos Correa hit it right in front of the pitcher versus a little bit towards down the third baseman. And if you can picture that, that's, yeah. So it would be nice if Carlos Correa that did the exact same thing as Jeremy Pena, but just if he would have did a little bit more to left, if he could have got a base hit. And that's how easily it can be from you not getting a hit to somebody else getting a hit that you was thinking about picking off of some, nonsense or something like that, or if you won't even want to call it nonsense. But yeah, so, and then his fourth and final at bat, let's see here, was in the seventh, it looks like, right? End up striking, fly out to left fielder on a cutter, on a slider down low, right? And so, yeah. So even if so he didn't get a hit, so that streak ended. Even if my other player would have got a hit, since Carlos Correa didn't get a hit, my streak ended, right? So I ended up also picking Alex Bregman, right? And I'm gonna tell you why I picked both of them, right? Instead of going with Acuna and somebody else that I was thinking about picking, or mainly Acuna, right? I ended up going with Alex Bregman, right? Against Pavich, right? A lefty that doesn't really give up that many hits, even though he gave up 7 hits today, 2 home runs, 2 runs, right? 7 hits, 2 runs, 2 home runs, 5 Ks, right? Because he's been killing lefties this year. I think, let's see here. And I think his stats was like 2 for 7 against Povich, and he had already got 2 hits against him early in this year, right? So that's what I'm thinking. So as you can see, let's see here, right? His splits against lefties, right? He's batting 360, or was batting 372, I think, against lefties before today. So it went down a little bit. Of course, he has more bats versus right against lefties, right? So, but let's check out these opportunities that he had, right? So let's first start with Roman Anthony. I was thinking about picking Roman Anthony, but I was thinking about not picking him because I still don't know what type of player he is. He's a young guy still building, right? Just got called up this year. But who's not hitting this pitch? And it's a kudos to him for swinging it back. But that's basically almost right down the end, a little oppo away. A little left side of the plate. The outer half. But that's still basically almost kind of closer down the middle. So he singles on a sharp line drive to center field, like basically right down the middle, right? Tell me why Alex Bregman basically had a similar pitch, right? Just a little bit higher. And this dude grounds out into a double play. Like, come on now, man. Like, Alex Bregman, who always putting up the 4 fingers, right? Like across his chest when he hits a home run. If you ever see him do that like in the postseason or in crucial moments, meaning like they should intentionally walk him. Whatever kind of mindset it right here. I need him to come through right here. Come on, he put it right in your wheelhouse. And you already had 2 hits against him already. And you play well on the road. Like, come on now, man. Come on now, Alex. But then tell me why Trevor Story, who I was thinking about picking him too. But you only can pick so many different players, and you got to narrow it down to some blueprint that you're gonna go with, right? So then right here, Alex Bregman, he throws him a changeup right over the middle, right? It would be nice if he throw a changeup, Bregman, but Bregman had a nice pitch to hit as well. So let's see here, right? Let's look at Alex Bregman's rest of his at bats, right? And then Ref Snyder, I think Ref Snyder. Let's see here, Ref Snyder, who ain't played who had 2 hits against Povich, I think, early this year, right? His first at bat, he got a changeup. He ended up seeing him, right? But Ref Snyder had not played since like August 13th, like in 14 days. Look at that, like 15 days. So and then he only got one at bat there, one at bat there. So I'm not even thinking about picking him during that time, right? So and then let's keep going here, right? So same thing with Roman Anthony. Another ball right down the middle, but he's taking advantage of it and hitting it, so you can't blame him. But I don't know why these pitchers be throwing this mug right down the middle. Some of them know how to control, some of them like to attack the zone, but my goodness, man. I wish that was against all the hitters that I picked. But right here, so Bregman had a good pitch to swing at. He didn't. I don't know why he didn't swing at pitch number 2, which is right in his wheelhouse as well, right? So he lines out to right fielder Jeremiah Jackson, and then his third at bat. Let's see here. Let's go down to his third at bat, strikeout, right? On 4 pitches, right? So ball in the dirt on the first one. Second one called strike, where he could have just took that opposite field. Maybe he thinking about he didn't want to line out again. Third one, but then he swings at the third one. So fourth one, I guess because he's trying to protect the plate. No, it was only 1 strike after that. Yeah. So it's only 1 strike, but then it goes there again, and he misses it. So, and then the fourth pitch, as you can see, swinging strike on a called ball, struck out on the day. And then his final fourth at bat, he lines out to Emmanuel Rivera. Man, I'm like, that couldn't just get down for me. But like I said, I didn't know Carlos Rudd didn't get a hit yet. So even if he would have got a hit and came through right here, it would still not been. My streak would have still been at 0, right? So let's check this out.
Bregman to third. It's snatched by Rivera. Wow.
Hey now, be on your toes at the hot corner. Alex Bregman loves fastballs. He loves to pull them. That is a bullet right there. Rivera, look where he is, man. He is positioned absolutely perfect.
Just that type of day for me. So that was his fourth and final at bat, right? So he ended up going 0 for 4. Him and Carlos Correa ended up going 0 for 4, right? So as I mentioned, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna explain why I was thinking about picking them, and these are the numbers so far on the guys that's going against Cal Quantrill and Aaron Nola. These are the numbers on the season, as y'all can see, right? Ain't nothing guaranteed here, right? Even if it looks good, like it almost looks like it's too good to be true, it's nothing guaranteed, right? But you still got to be able to figure out to have a formula to be able to come through. Because the most, I think, like I said, a person got to 50 this year, couldn't finish it, and they streak ended. And then in 2017, somebody got to 51, and somebody else in 2019 got to 51, and they streak ended, right? So as you can see, these numbers look crazy to go with. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pick this person, but what's gonna be your deciding factor? So let me hear y'all thoughts and stuff in the comments. What y'all think, y'all? What would be decisions y'all making if y'all looking at these raw numbers? Y'all picking people just off numbers, if they're hot right now, right versus lefty splits, ballpark, and so forth. So let's go into looking what made me pick these guys today, right? So if I go here, right, I was trying to look at my history, right? So I was looking at my history, right here for guys I had success with, right? And I was looking like I picked Alex Bregman and Carlos Correa on the same day a couple of days ago, about a week ago, right? One was at Baltimore. He went against Carlos Correa went against Povich. He ended up getting a hit against him, I think, in his first or second at bat, right? Singles on the line drive, the right fielder Jeremiah Jackson. Versus he grounded out on his first one. Walks in his third at bat. Fourth at bat struck out, and then fifth at bat strikes out. But he got his hit in his second at bat, right? And then Carlos Correa loves going against left. I think he was like maybe 4 for 8 against Povich at the time. Let me see here. Yeah, at the time he was 4 for 8 before he went against him in this game. He might have got a hit against him early in this year. I can't remember. Same thing with Bregman, but Bregman went against Freeman, right? And I was just like, was it Freeman? Yes, it was Freeman. He was only 1 for 3 against Freeman before seeing him, but I was like, he loved lefties. Him being at the Yankee Stadium, he's used to playing there and so forth. So first at bat, right? Singles on a line drive. Second at bat, singles on a ground ball. Third at bats, 3 straight singles in a row. Singles on a line drive. I think they were all against Max Fried. And his fourth at bat, I don't know who that was against specifically, right? So I'm trying to look at the history and then some tendencies and things that I'm gonna go with kind of moving forward because it's kind of tight on time. And then even my uncle mentioned a long time ago, playing this years ago, maybe getting yourself a group of players that you're going to pick and kind of stay with. And even if you sometimes may have the best formula, or like my uncle would say, you can plan everything right or do everything right, and sometimes it just still may not work out and have a bulletproof plan or something like that, and it just doesn't work out. And that's kind of how I felt today. In a way, I felt like I made some great picks and trying to look at my history and then look at some of the different things, and it just didn't work out today for me. And it's not that, say if I was like, got 28 days or 20 days with correct hits, right? So 40, or it got to 50 or 52, right? It doesn't matter if it then ends at 52 and then didn't get to 57. So it's like finding a way to stick to it, and narrowing some things down to what it's actually going to be to make it successful and have 29 consecutive days of correct picks of 57 consecutive hits, and winning the whole thing. And like I said, I picked Giancarlo and Cody Bellinger against Garrett Crochet, who's having a phenomenal year, but great and upcoming, still young, great and upcoming pitcher, right? And they both got a hit against Garrett Crochet, right? He had struck out in his first at bat. Garrett Crochet threw him some down the middle. He ended up striking out, and then his next one he homered on him. So that's why I was kind of mad I didn't pick them both back to back when they went against I think Mackenzie Gore a couple of days ago, right? But I think that when Aaron Boone took them out, didn't have Giancarlo in the day before, it kind of threw me off. So yeah, so I think I'm at 5 straight days without a hit, right? But it still ain't over yet, so we're gonna keep playing. Like I said, we ain't gonna waver, and we're gonna figure this thing out. Gonna win this thing, man. So I appreciate y'all's support, sticking with me. And like always, man, to the next one.